Hi, this is Richard Rash, your foundation man, and this is another one of my 2-minute videos. However, this is going to run a little longer because I've got some real important stuff to tell you. Back years ago, as foundation repairs were coming into its own, we used to generally offer a 1 or either a 5-year warranty. We didn't know how long repairs would last because we didn't know what was causing the problems in the first place. We know that houses move, and it was either because of bad building products, bad building practices, or some external force, probably the soil. In some cases, we would see weak concrete, a lack of reinforcing steel in the concrete, perimeter beams of brick or tree trunks or stone supporting pier and beam homes, as well as tree trunks and 2x4s supporting the floor on these pier and beams. Over the years, as building codes improved in both theory and practice, and things kind of fell into place, and it became more or less the times we just assumed that the house settled. Why did they settle? Sheetrock doesn't settle. Concrete provided by ethical ready-mix companies is not going to settle. The 2x4 studs may wrap a little or expand and contract with humidity, but the result would be ever so minor. So the soil must settle, and the answer is lifting it back into place. So that is what was done. First with concrete piers of various types and shapes, but there were still failures. Then came the trying chemical solutions like lime, and still more failures. Then they came up with steel piers of all sizes and shape. Didn't do any good, we still had failures. Then the helical pier in many different configurations. And between the chemicals, the concrete, and the steel, most of the types of lifting and stabilization were covered, and we still had failures. About that time, somebody figured out that although everybody knew about upheaval, nobody wanted to accept that maybe most of these problem jobs would be better served by controlling the water as opposed to trying to control the lift. Piers are just too profitable. Anyway, it seems the best way to keep on keeping on was to amend the contracts and the warranties. They came up with a warranty that we could extend first to 10 years, and then to 20 or 25 years, and then eventually up to the lifetime of the home. You can't get much better than that. You know how they did it? It was brilliant. You simply take the coverage out for the reasons that the pier fails. You cover the piers for what they do right, but not for what they don't do. That causes most of the failures. It boils down to covering the tool, not the job. That means if there is settlement, it is covered. If there is upheaval, it is not covered. But nobody talks about what is not covered in their sales pitch, and damn sure not in their advertising. Most piers can stop settlement. No pier can stop upheaval. At this point, the only problem left for the participating piering contractors was the old flaw in the American judicial system: the ability of anybody to sue anybody, regardless of what the warranty says. After doing their due diligence, somebody said, hell, let's just tell them they can't sue. So somebody came up with a contract that said, in effect, I will fix your foundation, but you can't sue me if it doesn't work. To make it sound a little better, it was worded to say that in case you are unhappy, you must go through mandatory arbitration. Now, while the initial benefits of arbitration may be good for companies that use it often, it is usually not so good for the individual who may experience it once in a lifetime. Well-touted benefits, the speed and finality of arbitration, are now all too often outweighed by the expense, the uncertainty, and the all too frequent prejudice of the arbitrators towards their quote-quote repeat customers, those who get sued a lot, also known as the bad guys. Now, it just doesn't make sense that an arbitrator who appropriately slaps a bad guy with penalties and fees can realistically expect to get repeat business from that party. So the homeowner is generally the loser. That being said, I'll be glad to answer any additional questions you have. Please contact me at 817-308-8186 or go to the website www.repairfoundations.com, and I look forward to hearing from you.